Blue Lock Chapter 356 has just released. England versus Japan heats up as we see England's offense for the first time. Many different players, both from England and from Blue Lock, get their time to shine. Even Fox playing a huge role as we get an unexpected cliffhanger in this chapter. This was one of the most action-packed chapters in the series, y'all. 2 chapters in and the England game is living up to the hype. So let's not waste any more time and jump into it quick. The chapter picks up right where we left off, with Teddy still having his knight aura and saying they'll turn 1 into infinity. I'm not gonna lie, the fact that a whole knight is his aura is pretty damn tough. I can't even be mad, this is just pure heat. Isagi smiles at Teddy, saying what we're all thinking, wondering what the heck is that. He keeps repeating that like a spell, and which Teddy just stares at him. We then jump over to the bench where Fox is now standing. We see some of the other England players as well. As Teddy explains, Fox thinks England's football can turn a 0 into 1, and then the players turn that 1 into infinity. As Teddy gets ready to face off against Isagi, the other players from England look on too, with Isagi then cracking the biggest smile and pretty much mocking Teddy, saying he's just following orders. You think an egoless team like that can beat us? Alright, Isagi, calm down, bro. Did we forget about what happened in the training room? Don't go speaking too soon, dog. This is aura gambling at its highest. Teddy then glances to his side and repeats that he does, and then says he'll show them England's infinity, as he looks over at Fox, who then holds up a hand sign for 3. As Fox waves his fingers down, 2 England players dash forward, and their captain slams into Karasu, blocking him off, immediately starting their attack. What the hell? This is the first time we're seeing coaches do something in Blue Lock. Fox pulled out the Naruto jutsu, and this takes Isagi off guard too, as he says they transition to offense based on a hand signal. Right away, Teddy sends the ball flying, and we see the coordination coming out from England. 1 pass, 2 pass, red pass, blue pass. They hit us with the Dr. Seuss special. Isagi realizes that they're adapting their techniques to the moment based on their coach's command. But the action doesn't stop there, folks, as Yukimiya comes in running, saying too bad their counter is dead in the water. England's player Skeleton, yes, his name is unironically Skeleton, tells Yukimiya he knew he would come and that this was all part of Fox's 0 to 1Z. Okay, so everyone is Dr. Seuss, we're just rhyming. Skeleton sends the ball flying past Yukimiya too, and he is shocked that they made an early cross before he could press, calling out to Ryu that it's going to the goal, don't let them shoot. To be honest, I'm kind of confused how they're already passing to the goal when like 2 pages ago they were all the way in their defense, but oh well. The ball goes to none other than Agi, who says not shooting yet and heads the ball backwards, beating out Ryu in a height battle. And straight out of Disney Channel, Agi says right here 1-2 as another player finishes his sentence for him, saying infinity. I've never seen that before. England's team is coordinating so well that they're finishing each other's sentences. You don't even see couples dating for years doing that. How is this possible? But England's captain, Akimpong, I definitely butchered that name, gets right in front of the goal, and that's when Aiku says, yeah, and jumps in front of him, blocking his shot. Yes, man, this is the Aiku I remember. Aiku actually doing something. It's been since Nigeria. It's been since dinosaurs were still walking with the last Aiku feat. Props to you, man, but we can't rest yet. The announcer shouts out that Captain Aiku stopped it with a killer block, and Aiku says they went from their planned counter into a setup and finish, leveraging Agi's physique, a simple yet irritating attack style, with him yelling for the second ball in the air. But England once again regains possession, and he says, yep, the initiative is ours. And look at the hops coming out from this guy. His damn knees are at Hiyori's face. Childs, the circle nose guy, says 1-2, and can y'all guess what he's gonna say next? Kagamaru shouts that there it is, and to block it again, but it was a pump fake as Childs passes it to Agi. Kiora appearing for the first time, and he's missed the slide tackle. Kagamaru is caught off guard, confused that it's going back to Agi, and then Agi says 1-2. Again, guess what he's gonna say next? As he taps the ball backwards with his chest, and Neon comes out of who knows where, right in front of the ball, finishing Agi's sentence, saying infinity. Neon then goes for the shot, but Karasu dashes in, blocking it with this kicking it pose, saying it ain't happening. Bro, what the hell is even going on in this chapter? This feels like a Super Smash Bros. Game. Everyone is here. And the action keeps on coming as Karasu shouts out for the second ball again, then dialogues comparing Blue Lock to England. He says each of them turns turns 0 into 1, and they score goals by creating chemical reactions. If that's their philosophy, then England's coach turns 0 into 1, and all 11 players cooperate to actualize it, which is a big revelation, folks. The ingenuity levels coming out from England is something we've never seen before in this manga. Actual football. As we see the second ball in the air, Akampong is running towards it, and Karasu calls out that their football is the antithesis of BLUELOCK's, with the captain saying, let's keep going and going, next shot. But that's when Isagi comes in to steal the ball right before he gets it, and says they were gonna pass to Agi again, right? Predicting their play, saying they find the most rational, lowest risk play, and repeat it infinitely. Then standing on business, saying, does infinity mean they can only make one attack? Ooh, okay, Isagi, I can respect the trash talk, but I fear we might be speaking too soon. And yes, it is, because we see a knight with the sword shining. Yeah, we're about to get cooked. In a blacked out text box, someone says, no, Yoichi, since you're not tall, you'll go for the second ball. As Teddy comes in out of nowhere, stabbing Isagi with his knight aura, and says that play was part of Fox's 0 to 1 too. This is one of the most atrocious acts of disrespect I've seen in this manga. Trash talking into getting the ball stolen from you. And are we even comprehending this panel right here? He summoned a knight. A knight has come onto the pitch to stab Isagi. I know it's just a metaphor, but might I remind you, this is a football manga. Isagi is absolutely dumbfounded, saying, huh, and Hiyori starts yelling, saying he's coming. It's going to Agi again, and he's setting up a shot. But in the corner, we see Teddy's eyes start to glow. We get a close-up of his foot on the ball. Isagi back-to-back shocked expressions, then gets dribbled past by Teddy. And look at the pose he got Isagi in. Got bro looking like he's doing the Michael Jackson splits. Teddy dashes on past Hiyori as well, who is just standing there saying, huh? He cut in instead of passing. Yo, Hiyori, weren't you there when he dribbled past our whole team in the training room? Yukimiya coming in with this superhero entrance says he'll get him. And Teddy rolling the ball around says infinity means that their attacks are limitless, and it goes the opposite way of Yukimiya. Peep Yukimiya's face. He got the wide eyes as Teddy then hits Yukimiya with the slide to the left. Yukimiya is looking at after images. His blindness might be back as he says, damn. Now Yukimiya is looking back while Teddy is miles away, calling out that his cuts are so varied that he's impossible to catch. I know it sounds like I'm putting a lot of blame on Yukimiya, but this is a case of Teddy just being so good that he's making our players look bad. He's literally dribbled past 8 of our blue lockers now. The announcer then calls out, there it is, a Teddy Knight with his rainbow cuts is slicing right through BLUELOCK as Teddy dashes once again with his Knight aura beside him. Isagi, shocked for the 3rd time, says Teddy's movements were the catalyst for their entire positioning to change. As the Knight aura charges in with the shield, Rayo misses the block badly, and you know it's cooked when the England players start smiling. Fox from the bench then says, go my puppet, and Teddy with his supersonic hearing yet again says, yes sir, Fox, as Isagi is shocked for the 4th time, sweating, saying, what the hell is with these guys? As Teddy shoots the ball himself, hitting this absolutely beautiful curve where the shot trail is a literal rainbow. Rayo reaches out his hand too, but couldn't get to it in time. Isagi continues wondering how are they this strong without egos, and Terry Asa, mouth open, yells out, this is the man called the Rainbow Knight. As we see the ball has gone past Gagamaru's hand, Teddy Knight has scored the opening goal for this match. You can't be serious, dog. Yeah, Rin should have finished the job, I'm not gonna lie. This man just dribbled past our whole team and curved it into top bins. Someone stop, bro. Already a goal in the 2nd chapter of this game, and unexpectedly by Teddy too, Terry Asa continues to announce that this is the new Gen 11's Teddy Knight. Isagi then stares in disbelief once again as Teddy then hits a 1 to infinity goal celly, which this gotta be up there. This is high-key a creative celebration. He realizes that Teddy is a whole new species that they have no reference for. With Teddy scoring the 1st goal in England versus Japan, the chapter ends off there. All right, what a chapter, folks. 2 chapters into the England game, it's already action-packed. We already got a goal, and of course, it's from Teddy. I knew England was going to score first simply due to plot. They need to show how strong of a team they are, but I didn't expect Teddy to score the opening goal. He is a winger, but it's kind of mind-boggling to look at his stats this game. He was all the way back in his defensive half and then dribbled past everyone and somehow was near the goal to score. This upscales Teddy a lot, and it wasn't a fluke of what he did in the Blue Lock training room. I'm honestly not sure where he would rank amongst the other new gens. We probably had to wait a little bit more, but that shot was beautiful, and he was dribbling past everyone like it was a walk in the park. I also want to talk about the game in general. 2 chapters in, and they are doing an amazing job. This is the first time we're seeing an enemy coach actively participate. Other Blue Lockers are doing stuff too. For example, Aiku got a block, which was much needed after his performance in the France game. I don't even know how that was possible, how he didn't get a single block for that whole match. Other England players, not just Teddy and Augie, were also involved in offense. We saw more players get shots on targets, and me personally, I feel like that's always a good thing. It makes who scores unpredictable, and it gives defenders an actual job to do. Like, every time France shot, they just made it so Aiku couldn't really block anything besides like Kunigami blocking one. But in this game, it's the complete opposite. We saw Shido get a shot, the captain for England and Nyang go for a shot, and of course Teddy. I'm enjoying this a lot. This is the fast-paced, action-packed chapter we've been wanting. Remember, those were a lot of the problems in the France game, and I'm so happy to see it fixed so quickly, especially because of how important this match actually is. I also want to talk about next chapter's title because I think y'all would be super excited for this. It is called a Double Wing, which is an obvious reference to Zansetsu and Yukimiya. Yes, folks, they are finally getting their shine. Now, just off this title alone, we know they're gonna have a big role in the next game, but to what extent? Will they score a goal and we see goals in back-to-back chapters? Or is it a bait and we don't end up seeing a goal? It is kind of hard to tell because we know Kaneshiro loves subverting expectations, so maybe he throws in a Zansetsu equalizer randomly. Might I remind you, throughout this U20 World Cup, we've seen unexpected players score. In the Nigeria game, it was Rayo, and in the France game, it was Hiyori. Before those matches started, like a year ago, before Nigeria started, which is crazy to think it was a year ago, nobody had a Rayo on their bingo card for scoring. So I feel like it might be the same case here where it's too obvious that Shido and Yukimiya are going to score a goal. I personally still think they're going to score, but to just mix it up, imagine if Zansetsu scores. I think everyone will be happy with that. It's kind of hard to hate on Zansetsu. He's a funny character. He's been here since the start of the series, and you can justify him scoring. Remember that Zansetsu is on the side of his golden zone. During the first selection, he was also one of the top goal scorers. A lot of people forget that, and he's one of the main attackers in this formation. The only thing that's stopping Zansetsu is England's defense. We know from the first chapter, they're really good, and y'all have to remember too, England just needs to draw this game. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see England just pull out the haram ball tactics, play super defensively at one point in the game. Hell, it could even be now, and they could still take advantage of Blue Lock's attack and exploit it to counter. But anyways, that's about it for my thoughts on the chapter. Make sure to leave any thoughts you have as well. Who do you think will score next? Did you expect Teddy to score? What do you think will happen? I feel like there's so many intriguing aspects to this game, like Fox, Ego's backstory, Teddy's backstory, so I can't wait to see all of that. This England game is really living up to the hype, so make sure you're here for the next chapter and that video. But if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching as always. YouTube really thinks you'd like this video right here, so be sure to check that one out too. I appreciate y'all so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one.